Alright, so today I'm doing an honest review of the Luxium Shield watch. I picked this up about a week and a half ago, and I've been very happy with it. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. It's built very nicely. It's got a very nice, comfortable, what I believe is a silicone band. A couple of buttons on the side. One's a back button or a programmable button, that's the bottom one. And the other one allows you to access the menu. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you some of the features and run through the app. And I haven't seen any real videos that showcase any of this information on YouTube, so I figure, well, might as well post something up, because I think a lot of people are probably wondering about it, and hopefully this will shed some light on whether or not this is a good purchase or not. So this watch is built very nicely. It's pretty rugged. It's nice and thick. It's got some good heft to it. The sensor on the back reads all your blood pressure, your heart rate, and your blood oxygen. It does a very good job of it. It's pretty quick. It's pretty cool that all those features are included in this watch. Garmin's watch does not have all those features, just heart rate. You have to wear or input separate information in order to get all the other stuff. It's not a charging port, but it's a magnetic charging system here. That comes in the box. It's a USB cord with a magnetic end to it. The only thing that's a downfall about that is it's proprietarily for this watch. So trying to get a replacement for it might prove to be a little bit difficult. I haven't experienced that yet. I'm worried that when the time comes, I might have to reach out directly to Luxium and see if they'll send me a replacement. But it's kind of got me a little bit nervous. I would have rather had it be similar to the Garmin charging port, and you're able to interchange, or even a USB-C. So there's that. And on the front, you have what I understand is Gorilla Glass. I've seen a lot of videos on there. You can come across them. People run it over with cars and drill into it, and it doesn't scratch it. So I'm assuming it's going to be pretty hardy. So in order to access the watch, you utilize these two buttons. Those are the only two buttons that are on the watch. This one will open up the time. Press it again, and now you're at your menu. The back button just basically closes everything out, turns the watch off. You can go up here, access the menu again, and click it again. It'll take you back to the time. And you can adjust the timeout on the screen, so that way if you want to save some battery, then it'll shut off relatively quick, like I have there. I also have it set to raise to wake. So in other words, if you glance at it on your wrist, it comes up automatically and then fades out. So there you go. Pretty cool, and a feature that is on a lot of very expensive watches, but this one is a fraction of the cost, and that's where this is really impressive. I paid just under $100 for this watch, and my Garmin Instinct was about $300. So if I had to compare the two, I would say I would buy one of these all day long. Although there's some advantages to the Instinct and the Garmin app that I'll show you here shortly. So when you open up the main menu, you have functions such as telephone, contact person, sorry about that, call records, voice assistant, data, workout records, heart rate, sleep, blood pressure, blood oxygen, messages, weather, female, I don't know what that is, music, I know what a female is, but I don't know what that feature is, breath training, whatever that is, I haven't used that either, stopwatch, timer, alarm clock, collection code, which I'm not going to go over any of that stuff. Business card, I'm not going to go over that. Set the time, calculator, find phone, and your overall settings. And in the sub-menu of the settings, you have menu style selections, display, battery life, vibration and ring, language, QR codes, the bottom button settings, so you can program that bottom button to do what you want it to do, passwords, and system information. And this button down here takes you out of it because I have it programmed for back. So that just closes everything out. And if you want to get back into it, you just click up here. Pretty simple. Or you click it again and it'll take you back to the time. So moving on to the app is actually very user-friendly. I haven't had any issues navigating it. It's very basic though, so you have the connection listed up at the top along with your battery. It tells you whether or not your watch is connected to the app. You have functions on there like you can access the wallet, putting business cards in there, select push notifications, alarms, sedentary reminders, drink water reminders, raise to wake, automatic health monitoring, which eats up your battery a lot, finding your watch if you misplace it, and wrist preference and time formats. They're all on there. It's pretty easy to navigate all those things and make the necessary adjustments. A nice feature that's on here is the shake to take a photo feature. That way you can use your watch as a timer for your phone. And then if you go to the other menu, it allows you to set your own preferences, your daily step goals, your unit preferences, imperial or metric. It's got frequently asked questions. You can sync up stuff, other apps, but it's very limited as far as what you can sync up with. Right now, there's just WeChat Sports, never heard of that. Strava, which I have linked here. The other one is Apple Health. You can link to that. I have that all linked up as well. And that's about it as far as that menu goes. There's just some basic adjustments that you can make there, but nothing too comprehensive again on the app. It's just a very basic app. This section here is just your own profile information where you can adjust your profile. Again, nothing too in-depth. Here is the records for steps, sleep, heart rate, blood pressure, O2, all that stuff. The only problem with this is I don't care for how it's interfaced. I like how Garmin Connect is, and I'll show you that later. Again, just incredibly basic. Nothing spectacular, but what do you get for under $100? And this is a free app. You don't have to pay for it, so I can't complain too much. This is the toggle on and off menu for the notifications. Call, SMS, email, WeChat, Facebook, X, Instagram, all these basic social media ones are on there. There's a few obscure apps that you may have on your phone that are not going to be recognized here. So, you won't get notifications for everything like you would on your phone, but it gets the job done with the basic ones. And again, there's some sedentary reminders, which I don't use. Again, that eats up some battery. And how you choose the watch faces is pretty cool. There's a pretty good selection of them. There's my collection. You just download these, you scroll through them, find one that you like, click on it, it'll download to your phone, and it'll automatically pop up. So it's very easy to use, and there's some cool ones on there, so I can't complain there either. But let's compare it to the Garmin app. So looking at the Garmin app, it's a lot more comprehensive when it comes to data. Like, for instance, you can look at your heart rate data for the whole year, and it graphs it out. I like looking at graphs because kind of gives me a better idea of where I'm going and how my progress is. The other thing that I like about this app is they have a really cool calendar feature. The calendar feature is good because you can go back and see what you were doing on that particular day and review the activity. There's a lot more other features that are on the app here too. Not to mention every single one of your notifications gets pushed to the watch. You don't have to select, and you don't have a limiting amount of selections to choose from. When it comes to notifications, everything goes through just like it was your phone. But, again, this is a $300 watch versus a $100 watch. All right, so real quick, I'm going to run you through the menu just to give you an idea of how this whole thing works. So to get in the menu, there you go. First one is telephone. You can make calls right from here. You can enter in the number, which is pretty cool. And, it won't ring or talk. You can't talk on your watch, but it'll ring through your phone, and you can utilize it that way. So if your phone is somewhere else and you're close within Bluetooth range, you can go ahead and make calls using that. So go back. Contacts, you can add a contact person for frequently added contacts. Call records shows you recently made calls, missed calls, that sort of thing. There's a voice assistant that comes with a watch. I haven't used that, but you can set, wrong one. You can set that up, and you can ask it questions. It's kind of like Siri. Haven't used that. I don't really care to use that. It's not a big deal. The data, again, there's the data field. Workouts, if you want to get started on a workout, you're ready to go. There's a shortcut you can do. That's the records. Sorry, I'm fat fingering this here. But you can select from any of these activities. You can also change the menu up. But these are all the activities that you can utilize to log your workout. Just like in the Garmin, it's got a lot of different stuff. The ones that are frequently used are at the top. It counts down when it's ready to go. And now you're tracking activity. And because I'm playing basketball now. Too little data to save. That's a good feature too. Okay. Same thing goes for walking. Just going to do a regular walk. Does the countdown. Tells you to go and you're on your way. And it gives you all the details here as far as steps, beats per minute, calories burned, the amount of miles you've gone. You can scroll around while you're doing the activity. Clear it out. All right, so there's that. Heart rate. You go in here and you just go ahead and tap on it. And it'll take your heart rate measurement. Or you can do it from the app. You can just get in the app and hit heart rate, and it will go ahead and log everything for you. Sleep, I don't wear the watch when I sleep, so maybe somebody else can chime in on that. Blood pressure is done the same way as heart rate, same with the oxygen. You can just go ahead and tap it, and it'll read it and log it on your watch. You just sync it up with the app, and you have all the details on there. Messages shows you all your text messages. The weather is really cool because it works pretty much 100% of the time. I haven't had any issues. I did have issues with the weather feature on the Garmin Instinct. It's kind of touchy, but this thing has been working just fine. The music, you can control your music on your phone right from here. You can scroll back and forth, play, turn the volume up. It works great when you're out in the yard and you don't want to whip your phone out and you got your earbuds in. It's a nice little feature to have. Breath training, I have no idea what that is, but I'm not going to get into that. There's a stopwatch here. Most of those features are in other smartwatches. There's a timer. You can do countdown timers. It's good for workouts, Tabata type protocol workouts, that sort of thing. There's an alarm clock. You can set an alarm. These other things here, I don't know what they are. I don't use any of this stuff. Collection code means nothing to me. Business card, I don't use that. Set the time. If you want to set the time, you can toggle between 12-hour, 24-hour format, depending on what your preference is. You can manually set the time, and you can manually set the date. If your phone is connected to the watch, it'll automatically sync. You don't have to mess with any of that stuff. So you probably won't get in there. There's a handy calculator. If your phone is lost and you have your watch, it says failed. My phone is actually making a noise, so it works. And it turns off eventually. All right, and then settings. Again, we went into that before, but here's where you can program the down key to tell you what you want it to do. Press, it'll start a workout. Click, it'll turn off. So, for instance, if I'm here, let's go back to the main menu, and I want to start a workout, I will press and hold this, and there you go. Shortcut right to that. Otherwise, back just shuts the watch off or starts it. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back in there. Settings. Password. I guess you can put a password in the watch. I don't know. I have no need for that. I keep doing that. Sorry. System is basically just system information. You can shut, this is where you shut the watch down. This is where you can reset the watch if you have a problem. And that's it for that menu. All right, and lastly, if you do a swipe down, this takes you to a shortcut menu that shows you the time, the fact that your phone is connected to Bluetooth, your battery. You can adjust the brightness, go to system settings, go to your phone settings. There's all kinds of really cool stuff that you can do from this menu. There's a flashlight, do not disturb. Now the company says that this watch, if used properly, will give you about 30 days of battery life. I don't know about that. I mean, I use the watch and I wear it on a regular basis. Every once in a while I'll check my heart rate, my blood pressure, that sort of thing, maybe once a day. And while I was using it, within a matter of 2 or 3 days, it went down to about 80%. So I'm not sure about that claim about 30 days. Maybe if you just left it in standby mode and didn't use any features for 30 days and just wanted to use the time, maybe you could eke out 30 days. I'll have to do a test later on, but for the most part, I'm very impressed with this watch, and I would say it's definitely worth the money. It is not a cheap-looking watch by any stretch of the imagination. It's built very well. The band is very comfortable, and you don't even notice the watch on your wrist, even though it's got some thickness and some heft to it. But so does the Instinct. The Garmin Instinct is a pretty big watch, but I do like these silicone bands because they're very comfortable, and they're good for backcountry use. They're not too fancy, and you can interchange them pretty easy. You just go ahead and remove the pins, and you can pop in new bands. So, yeah, overall, I would have to give this thing a for the price. I'd have to give this thing a 5 out of 5 stars. Just purely because of cost effectiveness. As far as features goes, maybe a 4 out of 5. I think if they made some improvements to the app, they would be serious contenders to go up against Garmin. The only other thing too that they're missing is mapping on the watch itself. I know some of the higher end Garmins, like the Phoenix and the other ones that are like touchscreen color like this, they have active mapping, and you can actually see the map as you're either working out, or you can replay it to get a track. So that I would like to see incorporated in this watch. And I can tell you right now, if they did all that and still had this thing at a $100 price point, they'd put Garmin out of business, because they did a really good job with this watch. It's waterproof, shockproof. I've bathed with it. I've been in the pool. I've done all kinds of stuff with it and had no problems, no water intrusion, no nothing. So anyway, well, I hope that helps if anybody's on the fence about buying this thing, because I see a lot of stuff on YouTube about it, but there's absolutely nothing in there reviewing the watch and the app. It's all just a bunch of, hey, we'll run it over with a car. Hey, we'll put a drill into the glass and look, it doesn't scratch. You know, that kind of thing. All right, big deal. Unboxing. There's 3 things in the damn box: the watch, the charging cord, and a quick start guide that's just a sheet of paper. So talk about boring. I'm not going to put you guys through that agony. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching, and hope this helps you make a decision about buying this watch or not.